Animals have lived in the Arctic since before the last ice age. To survive in extreme conditions, they rely on inborn antifreeze proteins to endure the act of being frozen. Cell survival is in our nature, and it could be the link to health therapies of tomorrow. Alongside a team of the world's top researchers, ProtoKinetix has harnessed and optimized the power of nature's molecules to create stable, anti-aging glycopeptides that protect cells against inflammation. AAGP was discovered by scientists studying the natural biology of antifreeze proteins. They were fascinated. They wanted to know why Arctic char swimming in the Arctic Ocean, where it's -4 degrees Celsius, why aren't the fish just freezing in place? And so that fascination really led them to identify the proteins that keep those cells viable in those really cold temperatures. The biggest difference between the AAGP and an antifreeze protein is the size. So an antifreeze protein is quite large, and a glycopeptide is very small. Now in this case, small is powerful, because we want those small peptides to be able to penetrate into the spaces between cells so they can act on all the cells, and if the protein's too large, it can't get there. Essentially, it's a peptide that allows all cell products or organs or tissue grafts to be really viable when they're transplanted into a human being. When we transplant those cells into patients who've been sick, they enter this really hostile microenvironment. And essentially what this peptide does is it offers them a shield. It gives them the power to survive.
This isn't a drug that seems to be improving survival by a day or two. It's improving it for much, much longer. Linked to that is that the cells get to a stage where they can now start to function. So we see survival and functional benefits with AAGP.
When people ask me what's the market potential, I turn it back and I say, well, what's the potential? What's the value worth for preventing blindness, for correcting type 1 diabetes in a permanent way? What would it mean to never have the pain associated with a sunburn again? You know, market values, people like to talk about it in the billions. From my perspective, the market value here is about taking care of patients. We see a future where medical treatments are more successful, lives improve, and cells survive. The potential is endless, and we've only seen the tip of the iceberg.